everyone, I'm going to show you a card. This is the card using the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set, which is in the new mini catalogue. So that's the stamp set there. It's a really fabulous set, lovely sentiments. You make me happy, you make this world a better place, sending you a rainbow of happiness and a little something to brighten your day, and even a little thank you as well. So this is the card we're going to do, and if you're wondering how I got the texture on the clouds, I used the Old World paper embossing 3D embossing folder from the annual catalogue. So this is the card. This is Magenta Madness card base, and these are gorgeous. These are the dies that go with the stamp set. Really fabulous dies. Little clouds there, a lovely border die, 2 rainbows, a half rainbow and a little rainbow there. So I'll just show you some other cards that I've made with this set. Here's one where I've cut out that little rainbow, the dies out of the Rainbow Glimmer cardstock from the annual catalogue. And this, A Little Sunshine for Your Day, is from After the Storm from the annual catalogue. This is using the dies You Make Me Happy, and I've used the stamps on the background there. And this is another one using the Designer Series paper that's free during celebration till the end of February when you spend £45. Fabulous paper, I'll show you that in a moment. These little clouds are from the Give It a Whirl dies, and again, very easy and straightforward rainbow to stamp. So to show you the papers, there are 48 in the pack, 6x6. There are 12 different designs, and you get 4 of each design. So you've got the sunshine there and the rainbows, granny apple green, more rainbows. These clouds match the cloud punch. This is also in the mini catalogue, and it's £17 for that punch, which matches this set really well. So these can be punched out with that punch, and there's a petal pink background. I think this is Pool Party, and there's some bold stripes, sort of medium. This is Misty Moonlight, and that's Magenta Madness with some Mango Melody. Pool Party, this matches one of the little accent stamps in the set. Some thin stripes, some thick stripes in rainbow colours. This is one of my favourites, the polka dots, I love that. Pool Party again, and some smaller stripes, soft sea foam, lovely little rainbows. That I think is Flirty Flamingo with Bermuda Bay on the back, Mango Melody, Misty Moonlight with some lovely bright rainbows on it, and that I think is probably So Saffron. And there's some bold rainbows. You could cut those out individually and use them on a card, so that would be really simple. So I'm just going to move those out of the way, and this is the card that we're going to be doing. So first of all, what I'm going to do is stick this background to the card. So I'm just going to take some trusty Tombow, as I call it. And in a moment, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way of matching up the stamps before you stamp them. There's 2 ways of doing it. So I'm just going to put that on there nice and straight. Probably it needs to move over a tiny bit, actually. Thankfully, with Tombow, you have a few minutes wiggle room, as it's called. So there we go. So I'm just going to put that on one side. And this is what we're going to stamp on. So there's 2 ways of doing this. So firstly, you can take the stamp set, or you could use a Stamparatus actually as well. That might be the easiest way to do it. But you basically take your stamps, and so this one is the medium one, and you lay it down so this the stamps, the side that you're going to stamp with is down on the actual photograph image on the cover, and like that. And then I'm going to take my block, and I just put the block over and pick the stamp up, and then I've got it exactly where I want it for stamping. So you can do that with each one of the stamps, and then you have them ready to go, or you could line it up on your Stamparatus and do it that way. In fact, I think I might do that way, just so people can see, because Stamparatus is a really useful tool, and it's a good opportunity for me to show it to you. So I'm just going to dig it out. Last minute decision here. Thankfully I've got it to hand, which is really good. So, tried and trusted tool. Now this is a photopolymer set, so I want to have my deluxe mat handy and there in the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to move my stamps out of the way, and I'm going to have to move this so that you can see it. I just need to get a stamp case to put underneath, so I'm going to use, I've just grabbed Friends Are Like Seashells, and I'm going to put that there and make sure you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to put my cardstock here. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to start off with the smaller stamp first. And I'm just going to put it there and pick that up and then just ink it up and stamp it. Okay, and then I'm going to take the next stamp. So I think that's this one. Line it up exactly where I want it. Now I can turn this over and pick it up. And then I want that one in Granny Apple Green. And stamp it. There we go. And then the next one will be Mango Melody. So that is this one. And I'm just going to use, and I'm just going to stamp that straight on because I'd actually measured that one from the outside. And then I'm going to take this one. And so you can see that you can either use the Stamparatus or you can use the blocks or you can combine both. So I'm going to take the stripy one now and put that there. And then I'm going to take the largest one. And this one I'll probably actually use the Stamparatus for to show you again how to do that. So I'm just going to put that there and move those back a bit and put this on so that it fits nicely. When I'm happy with it, get that nice and even, bring my plate down, lift it up, straighten that out again, just check that that's where I want it. A little bit. That's probably okay. And then I'm just going to take my Magenta Madness ink pad and put that down like that. And then I've finished that stamping, and then I've got a little stamp here which is for the rain. I'll just show that to you here on the card. Can you see I've just put some raindrops? There's lovely little accent stamps here. There's some hearts, and then you've got the raindrops, and then you've got some spots as well if you wanted to use those. So there's my raindrops, and then this time I've chosen a Bermuda Bay piece to go along the bottom, just for a bit of a change. And I'm just going to put some trusty Tombow, as I call it, along the bottom there, so that I can stick that down. And just want that should fit. I've just realised it's going straight over my raindrops there, so I'm going to have to do myself some more raindrops, which is absolutely fine. I didn't take that into account, so I'm just going to put those there, and that's fine. Don't think anybody will notice. And then I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to stick this down with some Stampin' Seal, which is very quick and easy to use, I have to say. But it doesn't have the same wiggle room as Tombow does. There we go. Now my clouds I have got hopefully somewhere ready. I did punch them out and I did put them through the embossing folder, so they're here. So we've got 1, 2 and 3 there. Okay, so this is where I need my large dimensionals. I'm just going to grab them. I go through phases. Sometimes I use more mini dimensionals and sometimes I use more large dimensionals. At the moment it seems to be quite a few large dimensionals, so the key to that is to have both in stock because you never know when you might need them. So having said that, I've now come to the end of this lot. So this is where you cut in to your dimensionals like this, and then you can just take them straight off and use them like that. So get that one off and put that sort of there, but I'm just going to put that down lightly. And then I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal on this. So you can see the Stamparatus is quite a good work surface actually. I'm just going to put that one over there. It does stick out a bit, but I'm happy about that. That's fine. Now I'm going to take some Wink of Stella and just put it on to give a bit of a sparkle because it's just been raining and I know a rainbow is light and not water, but I think it looked quite nice to give it a bit of sparkle, and perhaps a little bit of sparkle on the raindrops as well to make them stand out a little bit, as long as the ink hopefully doesn't run. There we go. Okay, so there's my finished card. So it looks a bit different with the Bermuda Bay as opposed to the Mango Melody. And I suppose if I wanted to, I could put another layer down there and have a few of these. But hope you enjoyed that card, and I hope that you really enjoy this set. Here's 2 quick and easy cards. Sarah Douglas, our CEO, demonstrated this. This measures, I think it's 3.5 by 5. So this is a 3 by 3 square, and this is 1.5 by 3. You can mix and match the designer series paper and get all sorts of different designs and stamp your sentiment on a punched out cloud. So have fun, enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.